This is the Loki Mystery Box project by me, Nathan Hermes, and by Kyle Jabro, narrated by Nathan Hermes. So, me and Kyle, we sat down, we thought about it, and how we're going to make our 3-to-1 ratio, how we're going to get the food coloring to stay, and all that good stuff. So, what we came out to was this design, which is, the first one's simple, starts as clear, ends as clear. And the second one is, has start as clear but end out as a different color. So what we did for that to happen was we inserted a little sponge right there, and we're gonna soak that in food dye or food coloring, and if we soak it good enough, not enough, there will not be airspace to absorb the water that goes through. So if we soak it, then the water will stay, the food coloring will stay and still let water pass by. And for the 3-to-1 ratio, this is the one that took a lot of thinking. So for the 3-to-1 ratio, what we decided was that we were to cut a hole right there, right where all this hot glue is. We decided to cut a hole right there. And you can't really see well, but right there, as you can see, is where this tube meets this big tube right here. And since most of the water comes through this tube, and a little less of the water comes from this end right here, so we had this. So we inserted this inserted most of this into here, so most of the water can pass by and go through here. And when we insert it, less of the water will come by and pass through here. And to hold the food coloring, same thing, we insert a sponge. We're gonna soak it in, different color dyes, and it will allow water to pass by if we, soak it. So that's how we came to our 3-to-1 ratio. And water was leaking out at first, so we decided, and the tube would fall out. So we decided to hot glue it so water would stay in, would pass by, and it will still keep the tube that has been attached in place. And basically, that's pretty much it. We painted it, and started out as a regular Nike box. We painted it, and it came out, how we wanted it. So that's our Loki Mystery Box project, by Nathan Hermes and Kyle Jabro. And thank you for tuning in. This is a picture of the inside mechanics of the box. Here we have a side view of the box where it shows how the sponges hold the food coloring, and it shows how we did our 3-to-1 ratio and what we used and how it looks like. So in this picture here, we show what our 3-to-1 ratio looks like, where we held the sponges and how we separated the tubes. So where most of the water comes from one side and a little bit less of the water comes from the other side. Finally, for the final picture, we just have another look at the inside mechanics of the box. Now in this video, we show off how our box works. And the first one obviously comes in clear, comes out clear without a problem, goes in, goes out, perfect. The second one also the same thing, goes in, comes out perfect, smoothly, but instead of clear, it comes out a different color, like red or whatever, and it came out perfect, came out to 100 mils evenly. And for the third one, while I tested it at home, it came out to 74 and 26 actually. But when we did it at school, it came out to a 68 to a 40 to like a 32 or something like that. And it came out, the way we wanted it, but when at school it didn't come out the way we wanted, and we learned that we have to make it more persistent. But it did come to a 3-to-1 ratio, but when we did it at school, it came out more to a little less than a 3-to-1 ratio.